Hi, I'm Alvin Moore with MoreHouse Realty, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to evict a tenant in the Central Florida area. Well, the first thing you have to understand about evicting a tenant is we want to try to prevent it. If at all possible, we want to try to work with the tenant. In collecting the rent, we want to make sure that the tenant understands that it's not a personal issue, that you have a mortgage to pay, or you have goals to meet, or you have somebody that you have to report to. It's not a personal issue against them. Try to eliminate the ability to say, hey, will you give me this from the tenant? So you have to make sure that they understand that it's not a personal issue and that you have someone to report to also, and that you will do everything that you can to work with that tenant. When they don't pay the rent, the first thing you want to do is reach out and give them a call and say, hey, what can we do to get you back on track? When will you be able to pay the rent? And if you're able to pay it at a later date, come on in, sign a promise to pay, and give me a little bit of a down payment to know we're working on the same schedule. Now, you can get a stipulation from an attorney or from the court before or after or during an eviction. So if the tenant doesn't pay, the first thing is to reach out. The second thing to do is to put that 3-day notice on the tenant's door and to say, hey, look, we actually have to take you to court. Even if it's a good relationship and a good exchange, you want to tell that tenant, hey, this is just a formality. I have to give you this 3-day anyway. I understand that you've said you're going to pay, but just in case something goes wrong, we want to make sure that we're both on the same track. I often say that bad things happen to good people. Good people can lose their job, they can have a medical situation, and they can go into an eviction. And if you have to evict them, you want to use an attorney, just in case they file a contest your eviction. That way, your attorney can make sure that each and every step along the way, all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and that they don't wind up staying in your property longer than you're supposed to. If you file the eviction yourself, you want to make sure you know what you're doing. You want to make sure you follow the process diligently and make sure you're down there each and every time you're summoned into court. Make sure you file your papers correctly and that you have a second eye look at all the papers that you file. Once you get into the actual eviction and get the sheriff to serve the papers and get the locks drilled, you want to make sure you get in and out of the property as quickly as you possibly can. You prorate the rent every single day, and the tenants pay by the day. So every day it takes you to repair that property is a day that you're losing rent. So you want to get in there as early as you can, get an estimate on all your repairs as you can, and then get your contractors to tell you exactly how long it's going to take them to do the repairs and get them to stick to their word. Like I said in another lesson, you want to keep contractors that you have a good relationship with, and you want to work with them on a regular basis. I'm Alvin Moore, and this is another trick and tip about property management. Thank you.